Our city's overall goals are to rewrite the current snow plan, to develop an ice and snow plan, and to revamp the management structure, ensuring more oversight and coordination.
And Mayor Linda Gorton says her administration is starting that work 6 months in advance. She says after 2 winters of ice storms, the Lexington snow plan was looked at with a military-style after-action review.
We conducted 9 group interviews and numerous smaller meetings across 4 of the city's departments and 6 of its divisions.
Emergency Management Director Rob Larkin says the after-action review highlighted 6 areas to work on moving forward. One of those problem areas was internal and external communication. This is something one of Mayor Linda Gorton's opponents in the upcoming election, Darnell Tagaloa, agrees with.
Well, I think communication is getting better, starting with this press conference, but we're not being transparent. So that's a big goal of mine, is not just being communicative to the public, but being transparent, getting in the details of things.
Another one of Mayor Gorton's opponents who wanted to see more information from the news conference is C.E. Huffman. He says snow and ice are not uncommon in Lexington, but listening to experts is essential in preparing for winter weather.
I think somebody even asked, what are you all doing to plan better? How are you trying to communicate on this weather better? I hope that they're listening to our meteorologists. I hope they listen to Chris Bailey moving forward a lot better.
Mayor Linda Gorton says on Tuesday she will present her fiscal year 26-27 budget to the Urban County Council.
All the things we need is around $4 million more. Yeah. So it does have a budget impact. We think it's worth it.
Put a little over $2 million into the budget from last season. They just said that they was going to allocate $4 more million, but where in the results is that going to show up?
In Lexington, Madison Carmouche, WK.